let's move on to topic number 5, man. Let's look at the coaches who are on the chopping block or retiring. Let's start with Doc Rivers since he retired, right? He stepped down April the 12th after the Bucks finished 32-50. Brutal year, especially with Giannis, the drama and the whole thing there. But the Bucks, they move fast, right? Taylor Jenkins, formerly fired from Memphis Grizzlies, is finalizing a deal to take that over. Excuse me. You got the Bulls. They fired Billy Donovan on April the 21st. They looking for the next coach. Pelicans are still searching after firing, and I love the name Willie Green. You sound like from Mississippi. They searched after firing Willie Green back in November. James Borrego, he's been the interim. Now he might keep his job, right? But let's look at the hot seat coaches like right now with the playoff ramifications. Jamal Mosley with the Magic, Mike Brown with the Knicks, Udoka with the Rockets. Now my gut says Mosley, if Magic lose to the 76ers without Embiid and the way things are going, well, I mean, even though Embiid's back, but, he barely came back.
Detroit. Orlando, we playing Detroit. Jamal Mosley.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Detroit. Now, what's the guy for the Lakers? I mean the Magic.
Jamal Mosley.
Yeah, Mosley. Yeah, Mosley. Well, I thought that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Mosley. I said my gut says that Mosley if Magic.
You said the Sixers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Pistons. I'm sorry. Yeah. Without it's like a level of embarrassment the franchise just can't ignore if they lose that game.
I think he might have saved his job with this series because they're up 2-1, but I just checked it right now, Sean. They're winning right now. So you're saying you're playing the best team in the East and you giving them everything they got. I mean, I get that, like, they struggled down the stretch. I get that they were like one of like the worst playoff regular season teams like the last month or two of the season. But the idea that you're playing a 1 seed right now and you're giving them everything you got, you're up 2-1 on them, you're winning game 5. So, I mean, obviously the Pistons could take the lead right now, never look back and win the series in 6. But even if that happens, I want to say Jamal Mosley, even though like there's been little things that have come out in the Athletic and different reports that his star players, Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero, aren't huge fans. But come on, man, those aren't star names. Like those are good, great, big players, but those aren't like I can get a coach fired kind of names. Like you gotta like sit down, young man. Like you're not who you think you are, LeBron James, Kevin Durant.
Right.
Like you're not about to get a coach fired, especially a coach that has y'all beating the Detroit Pistons in the first round. And honestly, I get we talk about, Cade came into the series with the collapsed lung that he was coming back from, but Detroit has everybody. You could say Cade's not at 100%, but you look at Detroit. They're playing Asar Thompson, who was 3rd place defensive player of the year. They got Cunningham. They got Jalen Duren, who's having a horrible series. They got their vet, Tobias Harris. They still got all them same cats on the bench. Yeah. So they're at full power. There's like really no excuse. So I'm going to take Jamal Mosley off that hot seat. But the one I'm going to put on the hot seat big time that you mentioned, and you're in his city right now of Houston, Texas, Ime Udoka, man. The Rockets were a huge favorite to win the series. You're playing the Lakers, who was just announced we're going to lose their 2 best players for the series. And to come out, and I get they won last night, so it's 3-1, but to come out that flat and be down 3-0, and that game 3, Sean, that was some of the worst end-of-game execution I have ever seen in my life. And I forget who brought it up that last play where they were up 6 and he really didn't need to pass it off. He could have kept dribbling, but he passed it and it got stolen. That watching that end of game, watching the Lakers come back 6 in like 20 seconds. You got to remember about this if you watch that game. Yeah. The Lakers weren't even really trying to foul. They had already kind of given up when he threw that pass and turned it over. The Lakers had basically already given up on the game. And so to lose a 6-point lead in 28 seconds when when the team you're playing has done everything but wave the white flag, I thought to myself after that game, there is no way that he can come back from this. There's no way Udoka could be the coach of the team. if the team is making those kind of decisions at the end of the game. So
yeah. And I think we talked about Matthew in our little chat, right? We're talking about they tired of KD, talking about the players. The players like they tired of KD. KD act like he tired of them, and he's setting out now talking about he got like an ankle injury or something.
hey, I believe it. I don't think KD would cheat the game, but I think KD tired of them boys throwing up bricks and dropping turnovers and crunch time.
So you think that was him on that burner phone about a month or two ago talking
Yeah,
about his own teammates? You think that was him?
I think it was definitely him. But I think he made some points. I think it was him, and I think he made a few good points on there.
All right. What about yeah, all right. So you're right on that part, right? Because I think they're up 2-1 over the Pistons right now, right? Magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it 2-1?
2-1, and they're winning right now.
And they're winning right now, right? So yeah, you're right. So pulling that upset would basically probably lock in his job. But also, what about Brown? Did you talk about Mike Brown and the Knicks? What do you feel about Mike Brown and Knicks?
I'm gonna hold my judgment until this series is over, because there's at different points of this series where I've said the Knicks starting lineup is incredible, and there's different parts of this series where I'm really learning about the Hawks, man. And McCollum is a baller, man. He still got it. I mean, there's nights where he still looks like Portland.
He's got to be consistent. Yes.
Yeah, and Jalen Johnson's incredible. What he's doing.
We talked about him on like 2 or 3 times on our podcast already.
But actually watching the series, because, like I said, I watch every team when they play the Spurs, every team when they play the Kings. So I see most of these cats twice a year. But sitting down and getting to watch Jalen Johnson and the way he impacts the game and the way he gets to the rim and the way he plays defense and the way he moves around the floor, him and McCollum and Okongwu, they got a little bit of a squad out there. So I'm going to withhold judgment on that one, because I think that is actually the most competitive playoff series we have this year, and I see that one going 7.
Okay, see it going 7, guys.